Alright, Shalom, Shalom. I want to start this video by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua. All praises due. Today's video, wanted to get into, well, before I even start this video, I want to address a few things. Shout out to the few subscribers that have subscribed to this channel. Shalom to you, Akim. See you guys are being edified by the videos, and it's really a blessing. Really is, because I honestly didn't think that I would have anybody on this channel like that. Just having, being on here for a few months, I thought it would take me a little bit longer before I started seeing some people on here, but shalom to you, Akim. Also, I think I saw a comment, or I'd gotten a notification that someone had put that I was Jonah in the resurrection with the video project that I did, or the video project I just released yesterday. And now I don't see it, so I don't know if they took it down or YouTube took it down. I don't know. YouTube's kind of weird with things like that. But I never thought of it like that, and I see where you could kind of get that idea from with that video project. I do have another one that I released earlier this year. I think you guys would be really edified by it. It's called Israelite King. I'll more than likely put that in the description box so you guys can go watch it. It's about 18 minutes long, and basically it's a video project with, I deal with precepts on spiritual power, the women in the kingdom, Esau, of course, the kingdom of heaven itself, and the tribulation. You guys will see what I'm talking about. But I have different scenes for each topic that I talk about in that, and that was really edifying. I'd released that earlier this year. I think it was in January that I had released that. You guys can go watch that one. That one is really edifying as well. I do have another video project that I am dropping next weekend. That video project that you guys saw was just kind of a teaser. I mean, it really only took me about an hour to make it. This next one that I'm dropping took me maybe about around a couple weeks or so to make it, so there's more work put into this one. And the one that I'm talking about, Israelite King, I put a lot of work into that one as well, so you guys could be edified by that. I do enjoy making video projects, so I may keep releasing more, but yeah, I'm definitely releasing another video project. It is called the 144,000 Lions, so you kind of already know what it's talking about, the 144. But yeah, just had to address that, those few things. But before I started, today's message of exhortation, though, I wanted to get into how our protection under Yahweh Yahushua is unmatched. It really is unmatched. I've spiritually grown so much in this truth, to where, man, I really go out in this world with no fear now. I really do. And I think about, just how fucked up this world is, but just being in this truth and having this hedge through the word, man, it's really a blessing, because you really just go out in the world with no fear, because you understand that you're protected by the highest power conceivable. We are protected, man. And I wanted to get some precepts on how his protection is unmatched. We don't, being the 1/3, we don't need guns to feel safe. We don't need weapons. That's a precept I'm about to get right now, but we don't need weapons to feel safe. We don't You know, we don't. We have Yasharahla, and that's all we need. And the power is through the faith. You really have to believe that He's protecting you. Otherwise, the protection isn't there, because He has to know in your heart that He believes that I'm protecting him, so I'm going to do that. That's what the Heavenly Father does for His children. So, um, wanted to get. I'm gonna open up. It's a little bit to let some light. A little light. Oh, camera went blurry. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. Yeah. So open up with this one. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10. I'm going to start at verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. Verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the power to the pulling down of strongholds. So, yeah, we're not just the average Jake out here, living, we are living subpar, we being, um, children of the Most High. We understand that we are the base people right now. We are at the bottom of society. Um, we get the worst of the worst, and you know, but we still understand through our poverty and not living the way we want to right now. We still understand that we are protected and that we don't need guns to feel safe, or we don't, you know, me personally, I did purchase a gun last year, but that was before I was really built up in this truth, and I don't use it. I really don't. I'll never use it, because I understand the importance of trusting in Yahweh Shemel Shai to protect me from anything. We're coming into that time where you know great tribulation, of course, is going to kick off, and there's going to be a time of trouble like never seen before, according to Daniel the 12th chapter, Salah, um, in the first verse. But we know that we're going to be sitting very, very pretty in that time. We have nothing to worry about, you know. Of course, when they force this jab, and we are we have to make a big transition from pretty much exiting ourselves out from this society completely. Um, we just know that we have protection, man, and it's protection that's out of this world. It's a spiritual thing. It is a spiritual thing. It's nothing carnal, nothing physical. It's all spiritual, and we just have to have faith, because we don't have the eyes. Of course, our naked eyes can't see the protection, but we know in our spirits that we feel the protection, and we know through the word that we are protected no matter what. So, um, just gotta understand that. I want to get to the book of Daniel, um, 6th chapter. Alright, here we go. I actually want to start at the 10th verse, and I'm going to finish at verse 17. Now when Daniel knew that the writing was signed, he went into his house, and his windows being opened in his chamber toward Jerusalem, he kneeled upon his knees 3 times a day, and prayed and gave thanks before his power, as he did aforetime. Then these men assembled and found Daniel praying and making supplications before his power. Then they came near and spake before the king concerning the king's decree. Hast thou not signed a decree that every man that shall ask a petition of any power or man within 30 days save of thee, O king, shall be cast into the den of lions? The king answered and said, the thing is true, according in the law of the Medes and Persians, which altereth not. So understand that, King Darius was wicked, and he had his way of, if you go against me, I'm going to cast you in a den of lions for you to be eaten up, basically. I haven't read this full story, but I did go to the 10th verse, and I'm just going to read down through 10, verse 17. Maybe you guys in the comment section could edify me a little bit more on what happened leading up to this point, but I definitely just wanted to start at the 10th verse, but I'm going to go down to the 13th verse. Then answered they and said before the king, that Daniel, which is of the children of the captivity of Judah, regardeth not thee, O king, nor the decree that thou hast signed, but maketh his petition 3 times a day. Then the king, when he heard these words, was sore displeased with himself, and set his heart on Daniel to deliver him, and he labored till the going down of the sun to deliver him. Then these men assembled unto the king, and said unto the king, know, O king, that the law of Medes and Persians is, that no decree nor statute, when the king established it, may be changed. Then the king commanded, and they brought Daniel, and cast him into the den of lions. Now the king spake and said unto Daniel, thy power whom thou servest continually, he will deliver thee. And a stone was brought and laid upon the mouth of the den, and the king sealed it with his own signet, and with the signet of his lords, that the purpose might not be changed concerning Daniel. Yeah, so, so Daniel was cast into the lion's den. It seemed like in that verse, King Darius was actually trying to comfort Daniel. I don't know if I'm misinterpreting that scripture. Like I said, this is my first time kind of reading this passage, but I just wanted to get into the fact, the main point is that Yasharahla delivered Daniel out of the lion's den. He delivered him because he had faith. You see in the 10th verse where Daniel was praying to the Most High, for protection, of course, because he knew exactly what was about to happen to him. And if you go to Romans 15:4, it says, roughly paraphrasing, for the things that were written for our foretime or for our learning, but patience and faith that we may have hope through the comfort of the scriptures. So like I said, that's roughly paraphrasing it, but maybe misinterpreting that, because I thought King Darius was wicked. I'm not sure. Like I said, this is my first time reading that passage, so I may have to go back and actually read that to get a better understanding of that. But I just wanted to get to the main point of Daniel being delivered because he believed in his protection, which is Yasharahla. So we gotta believe on that power as well, man. We have to. This is Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. So we be having the name of the Lord. Now we are safe. We are safe now. We are in the safe zone of the Most High, because we have a healthy fear of Him. We know His true nature now. We know He doesn't play games when it comes to judgment. So we have a healthy fear of him, and that's really what motivates us to continuously serve him, is through that healthy fear, and knowing that he's about to get us out of this hellhole, which is America, or modern day Egypt, and um, our prison. This is just a big ass prison that we're living in, man. So we gotta hold on until Yahweh Shemiel Shai ordains us to get out of here, man. Um, wanted to get a preset. I'm gonna go to the book of Colossians, chapter 2, and verse 5. For though I be absent in the flesh, yet am I with you in the spirit, joying and beholding your order and the steadfastness of your faith in a Mashiach. So we have the Most High with us in the spirit right now. He's not with us physically. Um, we understand that prophecies must take place for Yahweh Shah to come back and be with us physically. But right now, he's with us in the spirit. So we got to continue in this faith of knowing that he's with us in the spirit. He's sent the Comforter, the Holy Spirit, and has poured it upon us. As Joel, the second chapter, has said that the Most High he would pour out his spirit in the last days upon all flesh. So, um, that being Israelites, we would get the Spirit of the Most High in this time through Yahushua's sacrifice, and we'll believe on this wisdom. We would believe on this wisdom. So we just gotta continue to press and believe in this protection. I can't say it enough. Really can't. I want to go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1. And I want to get this precept. I'm going to go to verse 28. Whither shall we go up? Our brethren have discouraged our hearts, saying, the people is greater and taller than we. The cities are great and walled up to heaven. And moreover, we have seen the sons of the Anakims there. Then I said unto you, dread not, neither be afraid of them. The Lord your power, which goeth before you, he shall fight for you, according to all that he did for you in Egypt before your eyes. So, the Lord was basically saying, don't worry, don't worry. I got you. I'm going to fight for you because I'm your deliverer. I'm your power, I'm your protection. I'm going to fight for you. You don't worry about a damn thing. And that's exactly what we have to put in our heads now. So we don't have to worry about a damn thing. The Most High is doing just that right now. He's fighting for us in a spiritual sense. It will turn physical. It will turn physical. We know it's in a spiritual sense right now because of everything that's going on around the world. Understand that the elect is waking up. The 144 is being sealed right now. And he's bringing that comforter back to know, like, hey, everything's going to be all right. Yahweh Shah is coming back to deliver us. And, of course, we're going to be delivered from this wicked-ass system. From being under bondage from this wicked-ass system. So you don't worry about a thing. So that applies to now as well. It applied to then, and it applies to now. So, hey, man. The Most High's protection is unmatched. It's unmatched. You know, nobody in this world can really truly walk with, and you have to, of course, be built up in the spirit, but walking with the confidence, knowing that I am protected. No matter what situation you go through in life, you are protected. These other, heathen nations, they can't say that. You know, you see these Japhites, they have these, of course, these weapons to make them feel safe because the Most High's not dealing with them. He's dealing with us. He's dealing with us. He doesn't deal with any other nation. And Christianity tried to teach us that, which is a bold-faced lie. He only deals with the house of Israel. So, I know exactly where I want to go to if I can find it. Yeah. Go to the book of Psalms, chapter 9, verse 16. The Lord is known by the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his hands. Higgaion, Salah. So, Most High is known by his judgment. That's how the Most High makes himself known in this world. And we see that he's slowly but surely making himself known again in this world because the name Yahweh and Yahweh Shai begin to flood the planet Earth again. Now that those names have begun to flood the planet Earth, things are taking, a turn for the worse for these heathen nations. So we understand that Most High making himself known through his judgment, we fear him, have a healthy fear of him, and know that, hey, if this is happening when the name Yahweh and Yahweh Shai are taking hold on the planet Earth, man, why? What do you even have to think to fear? We have nothing to fear at all. I've said this in past videos. We are truly protected by a power that our minds can't even really wrap ourselves around. His power is just impeccable. It's too great to even try to break down his power. It's crazy. We just through faith know that, hey, we are protected by him and we have nothing to fear. We are protected by the Creator, of the heavens and earth. So fear not at all. And actually, the Spirit's leading me to get this real quick. This is Isaiah 35:4. Say to them that are of a fearful heart, be strong, fear not. Behold, your power will come with vengeance, even power with recompense. He will come and save you. That's a promise from the Most High himself. He's going to come and save us out of this hellhole that we're in. And he's going to exalt us. He's exalting us now spiritually, and it's going to turn to a physical sense. So, man, just the main thing I'm trying to drive in your head is don't be afraid of shit at all. Just fear the Most High, continue in this word, and you have nothing to worry about. Nothing. We are protected. We have a huge shield around. Just imagine a huge shield around you when you're walking anywhere in this world. It's a big ass shield. Nothing's going to come against that shield. Why? Because the Most High is protecting you. He's protecting us. So remember that. This is Psalms 118, verse 6. The Lord is on my side. I will not fear what can man do unto me. That's clear as day. It's clear as day. Fear no man in this world. Nobody. Nobody. Can't fear nobody, man. I want to get this last precept and I'm going to close out. This is Matthew 8th chapter. And this is just a little miracle that Yahweh did, but it's going into the same thing that I'm kind of preaching about today is the protection is unmatched. So this is Matthew 8 and 24, and this passage, I believe, from verse 23 through 34, Matthew 8, 23 through 34, is the Yahweh stills the waves and casts out demons. So we're going to read about the part where he stills the waves. And behold, there arose a great tempest in the sea, and so much that the ship was covered with the waves, but he was asleep. And his disciples came to him and woke him, saying, Lord, save us, we perish. And he saith unto them, Why are ye fearful, O ye of little faith? Then he arose and rebuked the winds and the sea, and there was a great calm. But the men marveled, saying, What manner of man is this, that even the winds and the sea obey him? We are protected by a power that can, just by the sound of his voice, is able to calm waves. And according to John the 14th chapter, he said, Ye shall do greater works than these. You know, Yahweh Shah was just like, this is just a little miracle that I'm showing y'all. Y'all gonna do some bigger things in these times. Y'all gonna do greater things. I'm just kind of throwing this out there. You know, this is something you'll be able to do, but you're gonna be doing greater works than these. That's pursuing to John 14 and 12. So, hey man, don't fear anything. We are protected. We have a big shield around us. Just imagine a big shield. And we got angels around us, so we are protected. Don't worry about anything. Continue in this word. Continue abiding in this word. And always pray for protection and know that you are protected. So that, I want to end the video with giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah, and I will see y'all in the next one. Shalom.